Hey, how's it going? It's Sov. Welcome back to another Genshin video. Today we're talking about the brand new weapon banner that is in Genshin that's going alongside with the Farewell of Snezhaya, which is the Childe Tartaglia banner. Now, we made a video about this banner prior, but we're talking about the weapon banner today specifically. And should you roll on it or not? Well, if you guys have watched many of my videos, you know that I am completely against rolling on the weapon banner. However, the idea is that you roll for 4 stars on the weapon banner and roll for 5 stars on the character banner. That being said, the Alley Hunter is the rate up 4-star weapon that is being promoted on the banner. So let's take a look at that today because this is a really interesting bow and I think you're gonna like it. But before we get started, be sure to smash that like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes on this video. Also subscribe if you guys wanna see more content like this. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. All right, the new weapon banner. We got Skyward Harp and Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds. I hate how they name the catalysts in this game, but whatever. All right. We all know the Skyward Harp. We pretty much all know these 5-star weapons. They're great, but like I've said before, on weapon banners, you should only be rolling for 4 stars because the pity on weapon banners is atrocious. We've all seen the nightmare videos. We've all seen Tectone lose over $1,000. So let's talk about the 4-star Alley Hunter. It has a base attack of 44. Attack percent is its secondary stat. And that starts at a base value of 6, and it scales accordingly to 27.6%. Also does have a really nice base attack, which scales to 565 at level 90. All right, its passive ability is while a character equipped with this weapon is in a party but not on the field, their damage is increased by 2% every second, up to a max of 20%. So, this is built for a burst damage dealer, or a sub DPS, whatever you guys want to call it in the Genshin community. But a burst damage dealer, someone that you pop into the field, use their E or ult, or both, and then take them off the field to put in your main damage dealer. So, when it comes to bow users, we can already say a lot of the bow users can be used as burst DPS characters. Most of them are kind of built around that kit. Some will say Childe is a main DPS. Yeah, but I think that he shines more as a burst DPS character. And that's how I feel about all the bow users, minus Ganyu. Ganyu is just a broken character that you just want to have on the field doing damage. And that's that. All right, I digress. Let's go back into it. Okay, so refinements for this, you can go all the way up to a 40% at R5. So if you're going crazy and you want to get this thing R5 on the weapon banner, go for it. If you're going for 4 stars once again, don't try to go 5-star weapons on the weapon banner. All right, so it's pretty big damage numbers. And like I said, it's overall damage increase, so that's nice. You do have to keep them off the field though, because after 4 seconds of the character being on the field, that damage increase starts to drop. That plus the attack percent increase as well is going to allow the person wielding this bow to get some nice numbers. So you might be thinking, who are we going to put this on? And what are some competing bows? Well, as a 4-star, the stringless is probably one of the best right now in the game. A lot of people talk about the stringless because of this right here. Increased elemental skill and elemental burst damage by 24%. This is a competitor to the bow almost directly. This is a 20%, and this is a 24%. Now, this base attack for the stringless only goes to 510, as the Alley Hunter goes up to 565. So off of the base attack, it's already a better bow. Now, if you go to the secondary stat, which is Elemental Mastery, this is going to completely depend on how you build your character. So I'm not going to say one is better than the other. Now, Elemental Mastery isn't as useful on a lot of characters as attack percent would be, but it depends on how you're using your character, like I said. So I personally don't really care about Elemental Mastery. I would go for more of the attack percent if I'm using this person as a sub DPS or a burst DPS dealer. You might argue that if you're using fischl or if you're using Venti, because Venti's swirl and Oz being able to basically react with everything on the field. So like I said, I'm not the numbers guy here. I never will be the numbers guy when it comes to total calcs and telling you which one is going to be better overall on which characters. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you decide if you should be rolling on this weapon banner for this weapon or not, and if it's useful or not. Now, it does not replace the stringless, because the stringless, like I said, it is a great weapon, and you should definitely use it if you have it. But let's look at the characters that are currently available in the game. We have Amber, fischl, Venti, Tartaglia, Diona, and Ganyu as current bow users. Pretty much all of them can be used as a burst DPS. The two that shine the most here are probably going to be fischl and Venti. Stringless on Venti is Pog. Stringless on fischl is Pog. But fischl does have an attack percent scaling already. So that just further adds a little bit more damage output to her. Now, is this better than Rust? Is this better? It depends. As a main DPS, Rust might edge it out. Rust is a great weapon as a main DPS for fischl, but most people, I feel, aren't using fischl as main DPS anymore, especially at this point in the game when you have other characters that can main a lot easier and do more damage. So, that being said, if you don't have a stringless and you somehow end up getting the Alley Hunter, you can for sure put it on fischl because she is a great option for that. Amber, Venti, Tartaglia, Diona, Ganyu, they could all sub DPS. Ganyu, like I said, she can be a main DPS. However, she shines in any way you want to use her. Diona, she's more of a support slash healer. Don't really need to build her as a DPS because her kit is very not built around damage. It's built around getting you a shield and healing you. Some people like to add her as a burst DPS, or some people may even main DPS her. I think that's a little strange. However, you can do it if you build her the right way, put the right weapon on her, and also add the right artifacts. However, I don't think that this is a good weapon for a main DPS character, like I said, because you do want to put them on the field and take them off as fast as possible. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Tartaglia. Tartaglia is on the banner, so a lot of people might end up getting him, and they might not have a 5-star bow for him. If you have a 5-star bow, always use the 5-star bow because of the base attack is going to be significantly higher. Unless you have a certain bow at R5 and it just outclasses a 5-star bow at R1. There aren't that many that do that. However, like I said, you choose, you test it out yourself, and then you do whatever you think is right for you. Let's pull up Tartaglia though, because he does have some nice scaling on his ult, which would be nice to use with this bow to get extra damage out, to squeeze a little bit more. Also, if you want to E, you can. If you want to go in there and E and then ult to get the melee stance damage right here scaling, you can do that as well. But then you need to take him off the field as soon as possible to get more damage out of him again. But this bow will work on Tartaglia. It will do fine. Like I said, I don't know the best 4-star bow to use on him. There's probably going to be another one out there, but this will work. And you'll get some big damage numbers out of it, being that it's a total damage increase and not just an attack percent increase. The Alley Hunter is an amazing bow. If you end up rolling on this weapon banner, there's a high probability that you're going to get more than Refinement 1 on it. So if you're looking for a new bow that you could pretty much use on anyone as a sub DPS build, go for it. It's a great option. Now, I know we also have the Windbloom Ode that just came out that everybody most likely has at R5. That is a decent bow to use if you don't have any other bows available to you. So I think the Alley Hunter is definitely a superior bow to the Windbloom Ode, but that's my opinion. And it also really depends, guys, on how you build your characters. That's what the most important thing is. There's always going to be like the ideal calculations that these theory crafters and that these people on videos and across the internet are going to scale and calculate all the damage outputs. They're going to tell you, you need to run this artifact set, you need to run this weapon, but you also have to remember RNG and the gacha system doesn't allow everybody to have the ideal situation. So you're going to have to use what you have available to you and try to go off the best off of theorized best situation and what your reality situation is. So that being said, do what you can. The Alley Hunter is a great weapon. If you're going to roll on a weapon banner, Hopefully you get it. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below on the Alley Hunter. Also, if you're going to be rolling for 5 stars, let me know if you're just willing to risk it all, or if money is really not an issue for you. Maybe you just like whale out and you just go for it. Well, then I hope you get everything you want. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.